I don't want to say you guys, like you people.
Right. I'm getting real Kendrick energy from you, man. Yo, she went to the Kendrick concert too, man. People thought you was my girlfriend. Like, man, that's my sister, man.
Yeah.
Like, you so light, she dark.
Yes, that's funny. That would be the first thing that people would say.
Yeah,
I'm a very hand person.
That's how, but look, that's dark scared energy though for you.
I do a lot.
That is dark skin energy right there. Like not they, but.
Alrighty, folks.
All right, we're back.
We're back to the R&R Breakdown. All right, so we are talking about skin tones. Man,
dog, and I'm tired of this conversation, man. It's always popping up, you know what I'm saying? So
it is, and it's
we just had a big W though, huge big W. We gonna get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But as far as like skin tones, if you didn't notice, he's light skinned. I'm brown.
Are you serious?
Just for the people that didn't notice, I'm brown.
Right.
And I say that because some people have called me light skinned. I'm not gonna lie. For real? Yes.
You've been called light skinned?
I have been called light skinned. I know crazy. I'm not dark.
Really,
but
nigga?
I'm also not light. But I have been called that.
I've never heard anybody call you light skinned.
You're also not around me 24/7.
That's true. Too. I'm never been. Wow, that's crazy. Man.
Yes, that has happened.
Damn.
That has happened. And so just when I think, of course, well, I feel like there's always a stereotype when it comes to skin tone. So it's already a stereotype with being black, period.
For sure.
But then with skin tone, I think it adds additional layer.
I mean, we the only people that have this colorism thing going on, man. You know?
You think so?
Oh, for sure, man.
You know?
I don't think like you saw Indians can be dark. You know what I'm saying? Like the people those Hindus or whatever.
Yeah.
They can be really, really black or they can be really, really light, but you never really hear about dark-skinned Indians and light-skinned Indians. I mean, I don't.
I was about to say, or maybe we do because we're not in that community, so we don't know. But everyone hears about the colorism between the FBAs. Do you know what FBA means? Oh God,
huh?
Your acronyms always make me nervous.
Foundationally Black American, and that's a separation between us and Jamaicans or us and Africans, you know what I'm saying? But that's foundationally black because we can only track our roots to some cotton field in the South.
Yeah, we're homeless. We're actually really we're homeless, to be honest.
It's a fact. As a people,
but I do think, like you said, of course, that stereotype, but then with the colorism is that extra aggressiveness, and then I think I'll say that it comes off that I don't want to say you guys, like you people.
Right. I'm getting real Kendrick energy from you, man. Yo, she went to the Kendrick concert too, man. Now she's just super aggressive.
No,
come on, man.
But I will say, like, growing up, I think that I would say, like, even like growing up, of course, being twins, and then like oftentimes people didn't even think that we were related, let alone twins.
Yeah, people thought you was my girlfriend. Like, man, that's my sister, man. Like, you so light, she dark.
That's funny. That would be the first thing that people would say. They would be like, "How? Like, she's so light and you dark." Like,
I'm like, man, but hey, I like my daily. And she's like my mama, so that's how I was playing that.
That part. And so, but I will say, I'll be honest. I would say growing up, I think, of course, the stereotype always came. However, I don't think that it was ever like people kind of assume. I know those cats. I don't know. Did y'all hear those cats?
It's a whole cat
fight going on right now.
Yo,
that was crazy.
I wish she had like an iPro stuff.
I mean, they going at it. Man, y'all probably can't hear it though.
You're trying to be serious.
I was trying to. That's why I feel like I kept losing my train of thought.
All right, go ahead, man. People thinking that, I like my mind like your dad, and then.
Well, I would say this here. How about we talk about you? So, like, I know, like, one as being black, there's always a stereotype attached. So, what are some things that you feel like people kind of do? Do you feel like people like underestimate you because you're light?
Man, first of all, growing up, it was kind of different, man. We're in Detroit. Detroit is the blackest city in America, or one of the blackest cities in America as far as like people. And it's been times I go to school, Robin. We went to Malcolm X Academy. Okay,
we did.
Malcolm X Academy if you don't know about Malcolm X Academy, it's a black national school. But the point is that it's been times I've been the lightest person in the building, let alone the student. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
Interesting.
got into a lot of fights, you know, just in elementary and middle school like that. But then when you get past that, you know, it's just all right, man. He just wanted us for real. Just had to like get you up off my back. Because me, I have ran across a lot of my light skinned brothers that were that wasn't aggressive. You feel me? That got stepped on. You know what I'm saying? And like I just try to play, you know what I'm saying, respectfully, but at the same time, you ain't stepping on me, dog.
So what it sounds like is what you're saying is that growing up, there were times and moments where you were underestimated and you had to kind of hold your own or kind of
for sure.
show like, hey,
and it's crazy.
Don't let the skin color fool
and it's crazy because I guess like growing up fighting is different when you grown fighting because
for sure.
Because like after you fight somebody when you're a kid, now you best friends with them, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Right, that is true.
That's a fact, man. So a lot of my friends actually came after fights. So
okay, that makes sense. But it's interesting, like you said, that you had to, because I had never, I guess, kind of really thought about that. Like you said, being in predominantly Black areas, but being light, there was like a challenge kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Because people, you know, saying like there's no white person around. You know what I'm saying? So
So did you feel like you was the next best thing?
No, they felt that. You know what I'm saying? So like until an actual white person comes around, then it's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Especially, and then when you think about that, like young minds too.
Sorry, I tell you.
As a kid.
And look, guys, I'm gonna tell you, my name is Ramon White, right?
Oh yeah.
And I said, hey, long story short, it was a substitute teacher, right? And they was calling attendance. It was like, okay, King Brandon or Smith John. They look back and say, okay, White Ramon. They look back and see me. Nah, it's a whole joke. White Ramon. You got me, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, so then, but I was always cool though, man. I was always a real cool kid though, man. For real. I got over it, man. Yo,
this is probably gonna be the most difficult episode that we do.
Yo, these cats, I think that nigga is dying. He's this guy that has his book. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So thanks for shedding that light. But also we want to hear from you guys. So if especially our light skinned folks, like if you felt some kind of way growing up or you felt like you had to hold your own or like you may have had that same upbringing, or maybe it may have been different for you. Like drop something.
Oh yeah, side note, there's a difference between being mixed and being light skinned.
That part.
Do your research.
That part.
Keep going on.
That part. Because, side question, have you ever been identified as being mixed?
People ask me.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You got to go back like 4 or 5 generations. And even then, that person's from Venezuela and Grenada and all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, it's just niggas in Mississippi.
Facts.
For real.
But on the side, though, we do always kind of crack jokes with each other where he always says that I give off dark skin energy, which if y'all didn't notice, our last episode, I agree. And he pointed it out to me that there was a lot of energy. Remember my hands?
Oh, for sure.
I was doing, I'm a very hand person.
That's how, but look, that's dark skin energy though for you.
I do a lot.
That is dark skin energy right there. Like not they, but you guys are real aggressive, man.
Yeah, we was watching it like, dang, I was all in the space. So I'm working on that.
Hey man, do you.
Yeah. All right. So another thing too is that I saw a clip because like I think I said in the last episode, I'm really not a sports person, but he keeps me up to date. So I did see a clip of the Michael Beasley.
Can we play that clip?
That's a good question.
I've seen people like do that before.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna run the clip. So in the clip, Michael Beasley and Lance, as far as if people saw that, and I'll let you kind of talk more about that.
As you see, man, that was a classic war, good basketball game. But my man Mike Beasley dominated 31-21, a W for the light skinned niggas, you know what I'm saying? Was dragging that boy all through the court. And like he said, that was the example. We the motherfucking ones.
Light skin up one.
Dog, we up. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, man. Lance, yo, and the nigga was dog. The nigga was dog walking. It wasn't even a close game. It was 31-21. Come on, man. Took advantage of that boy. Bad. 400 racks. Not 400 racks, but for $100,000. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we up one.
Nice game.
We the ones. That's an example right there.
So for those of you that did see the game, yeah, what was your take on it? And then also, like, why, I guess the question is, I feel like some of the things that I saw, and I think you mentioned too, like, some people was
some things I saw was that boy raping that nigga. Man, he was doing it to him. I'm saying.
Oh, God.
I saw pure domination. I can see if the game was like 28-31 or something such. Man, dog, that nigga dog walked him, man. It was bad.
Yeah, and then like people was clowning Beasley like for winning versus just saying that like he can't hoop. I feel like it was more like an assumption.
Oh, like something he was gonna lose?
Yeah.
Man, but no, like Beasley, he's nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he a real nigga, man, for real. For Mike Beasley, dog. For real. Do your research, man. Yeah. Kansas State. Miami Heat.
Do your research. Do your research. All right, so there's been a lot of things, which is common. It's always something going on with the news, and it's just always a lot going on. But recently, it's been a lot going on for sure. Going on, and so he's a news head. He stays in the news. He's always up to the news. Me, not so much. However, lately it's been some news that got him pretty heated. So we about to go right into cut the BS.
Yo, man, cut the BS. Cut the BS and what's going on with this whole immigration stuff is I mean, I can understand you being illegal and having to be deported, but there's I can only see this being a snowball effect. Because right now, the reason I'm saying cut the BS, because right now they're focused on the Latin and the Hispanic community, right? If you look Latin and Hispanic, you're getting up out of here. Next, they're gonna be focusing on African community, like not people from illegals from Nigeria, illegals from the Congo, illegal from South Africa. And then that's only going to snowball effect into how you look. So if you look, you know how you look Hispanic, they're going to come question you. If you look African, they're going to come question you. And then now most of you niggas in this city, you know, look African. And I know I'm going to look African like right here. So imagine you walking down the street, Robin, you know, you just got your dreads done, and then ice pop out and harass you. And that's going to, or to you YNs. Y'all niggas out there, y'all out there living your lives, thugging or whatever. You got the thing on you, you know what I'm saying? Then boom, you think it's the boys, you know, it's ICE just randomly checking you because they think you are African from Nigeria, making sure you're a legal citizen, but you got the pack on you, now you going up top, man. So yeah, I can always see this being a segue to huge racial profiling. Kind of like what that stuff in New York they had jump out and frisk, stop and frisk.
Stop and frisk. Yeah.
So
I can get there.
Yeah. Sure. So right now the Latins, y'all getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I can see this only snowballing to back, you know what I'm saying, to the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? And back to, you know what I'm saying, back to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be all right, you know what I'm saying? But I know because I ain't gonna drag it, man. But I gotta I've been called like I got a couple of racist stories, man, that really opened my eyes. Like, oh yeah, but that'll be next episode, man.
Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. All right, so today we've internalized a lot of stuff without really even realizing it. We talked about like colorism and how it has impacted us. So we definitely want to hear how it has impacted you. So everybody that's out there, like dark, whatever, drop it in the comments. We want to hear what has your experiences been like when it comes to colorism. But I think the most important thing is that what we can do is kind of catch ourselves if we feel ourselves kind of judging each other or having a preconceived
But look, but you know why that's even in our head. Can I say this? Can I get talk for just one moment, please? One moment, all right. Now you gotta follow me. I might take off. The plane's gonna be flying.
Let it land.
You gotta let me land, all right?
Please.
All right. So boom, it was an experiment, right? Between stop it, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
It was a serious though. It was an experiment right between a cow and her calf, right? You know what I'm saying? They always wondered why, you know what I'm saying, like the calves or whatever, you know what I'm saying, never ran to the fence, all right? That because before the calves were born, the mother cow used to go towards that fence, and the fence was an electric fence, and she burnt herself on like bad.
Yikes.
And so now these calves, which have never ever ever touched that fence,
you preaching,
are
I'm following you.
Have never ever touched that fence. They are horrified of that fence, right? Because genetically, the fear from the mother has been put inside her calves. So now the calves are scared of the fence, and they don't know why. You feel me? That goes back to us and to the Willie Lynch letter. You know what I'm saying? Genetically, this thing has been programmed in our minds for us to even have this conversation.
That is true.
That's why it goes back to the Indians and the Hindus, because they are really Indians, because they're really from India. You know what I'm saying? They don't have.
Got upset.
They don't have a Willie Lynch syndrome because they didn't go through that mass kidnapping and etc. Thank you, man. I landed.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
So, I mean, from what I got from that is that, like you said, we have this fear in us because of the past. But now I feel like it's 2025. We do have control of our thoughts, and we have the ability to change it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but we do have the ability to make that change. We should put this on. Make that change.
Oh yeah. Michael Jackson.
Cue the music.
Hey, yo, that was hard, man.
Alrighty, guys. So
started with the man in the mirror. Him to change his ways.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we are going to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, but look though, I got a quote from my grandpa.
Oh, another quote. Let's go. Let's go.
My grandpa Lonnie Spike. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, who sits on a tack shall rise again.
That quote will save your life.
That quote will save your life, man. You see, y'all not listening. Y'all not listening.
Man, we be dropping all kind of gems. Well, really, you be dropping all kind of gems.
No, man, you drop
y'all be needing
to
pick them up for real.
I got to pick them up, man.
All right, y'all. Till next time.
What's it?
Same DNA, different opinions.
Breaking it down so you don't have to.
We doing it.
We doing the work so you ain't got to. All you gotta do is sit there and listen and pick up the gems. Pick them up.
Peace.
I got over it, man. Yo,
this is probably gonna be the most difficult episode that we.
Crazy.
What's going on out there?
These cats is getting it in.
Dang.